Welcome to Greek for a Week. I'm glad that you are going to view this week's video. And as you'll notice, we are beginning the book of First Peter. So we finished Philippians last week. We were in that for several weeks. So we're going to move on ahead and look at Peter's first letter, specifically his greeting, which is verses 1 and 2 of chapter 1. So let's begin by translating, and then we'll make note of a few grammatical things that might be of help to you for interpretation. And here we go. So Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to those who are chosen, to those who reside as temporary residents of the diasporas, or the diaspora of what? These various areas: Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, according to the foreknowledge of God the Father, by the sanctifying work of the Spirit, to obey and to be sprinkled by the blood of Jesus Christ. May grace be to you and peace be multiplied. Okay, so let's make note of a few things here. Again, I think most of this will be review, but we'll see here. So apostolos is in the nominative case. So is Petros here. Apostolos serves as a nominative of apposition. So the nominative absolute is Petros, and then the nominative of apposition is the apostolos, explaining more about Peter or further describing him. Then you have Jesus Christ here in the genitive case. Likely it's a possessive genitive. That is, Peter is possessed by, if you will, Jesus Christ. He is his servant or his messenger, his apostle. Then you have the two words here that are in the dative case, to those who are chosen and to those who reside as temporary residents. Those would be dative of recipients. And then, of course, these are all, if you will, genitives of place. You could say they are further describing the diaspora. Then we'll move down and we'll notice that there's three prepositional phrases here. The first one begins with kata. All right, that would be the basis for the description of these recipients being the elect. That is according to, and then here's the foreknowledge of God. And then so the foreknowledge of God, theou here modifies foreknowledge. It's basically a subjective genitive. It's God the one doing it. Patros then goes forward and is a genitive and apposition to theou, further describing God as the Father. Then you have another prepositional phrase that begins with the word en. That's likely means. So it's by, you could say, by the sanctifying work here of the Spirit. That's how they have become the elect. Basis, how, or means. And then you have the last one, eis, which is purpose or goal. So they're elect in the sense for the purpose of obedience and being sprinkled then by the blood of Christ. And then lastly here you have Peter's greeting, grace to you, or may the grace come to you and the peace come to you to its fullest extent. So you have your final word here of verse 2, the play thun thane, or should say play thun the. That is a third person singular, aorist passive optative. So this is the optative mood. which is that mood of wish, which is the lexical form there as the play thuno. So you have here basically Peter's jump start, if you will, into the letter, and he's describing that is who they are up here, and then how they have become that down here with the three prepositional phrases beginning with kata, en, and ace. So what we'll do here next week, let me diagram this passage next week, verses 1 and 2. I'll diagram it, we'll lay it all out, and then we'll begin the following week then with verse 3 on in through the letter. Have a great week. We're starting 1 Peter.